Our first out of town site visit together, a new HGTV series, and a budget breakdown that outlines all the costs associated with a wedding for up to 60 guests. Welcome to Unveiled Reality, hosted by Helen Graham and Donald Miranda, a series built on honest, engaging conversations about weddings, style, and the realities behind the planning process. From joy and pressure to trends and budgets, we pull back the curtain on what it all truly involves. Through interactive segments and expert insight, the series offers clarity, inspiration, and reflections that connect not only to weddings, but to real-life experiences along the way. This is Unveiled Reality. If you haven't noticed by now, there's a new HGTV series on the block, The Unfiltered Planner. And I can tell that you're loving the direction from all the feedback shared with us so far. Go check out the first episode and look out for episode 2 later this week. Now, we did a thing last week. We took on the road and headed to St. Mary, and what an adventure that was. Let's just say I'd do it again.
Would you?
Yes, I would. Yes?
I don't know if I would, but...
Don't worry, I'm coming to you. Could you share with us your most memorable moment from our road trip?
Donald refused to let me stop to get something to eat.
That's your most memorable moment?
A joke. It was very memorable. I liked sharing the drive with you, the talk.
Yes. The conversation was good. Yes, it was. And it gave us the opportunity to bond a bit more.
Did we need to bond anymore?
No, we really didn't. But
it was good. It
really was good. But don't just take our word for it. Here's a quick look at our trip to St. Mary.
It was like rushing me back tickets and we can't even stop and enjoy nothing. Yeah. Country food But you remember when Donald rushed me that I have to rush to go pick up back Malik from extra class.
But that's why you must plan properly. Because plan ahead. What about you get up? What about you get up 4 a.m. Cook ackee, look at ackee and saltfish and you?
Don't know when I cook ackee and saltfish and I come a country where ackee and saltfish and live on hog and that's something I like to eat sell.
So what we eat at town? Ackee and saltfish at their town?
It's not the same flavor.
It's not the same? Oh, you just cannot cook then.
Look at Donald, make me hurt you.
No, you come back with that.
This is the day I'm gonna hurt you.
You come back with the earth again.
We're going back into Kingston.
And we're gonna get there in 15 minutes.
Yeah, you can. What do you call it?
Fly?
Zip yourself.
Zip
yourself. That's the word. No, that's not the word. Transport yourself.
Oh, you mean teleport?
Teleport. Transport. I've been up since 4 o'clock. Definitely up since 4 o'clock.
Then when you need to be up since you want to leave 5:30, then when you need to be up.
Hold on there. That call, I cannot take that call right now.
Call rejected.
I should have pressed it. I cannot take that call right now.
For the person who's calling, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday and it's 6:11 a.m. We just rattled Helen. So if you're in a call right now, just know that she'll reject your call.
Hold on, dear.
You're driving like a mom. We're not gonna get there in 30 minutes.
You wanna bet? You have 10 grand?
Let me tell you something.
You're not careful.
We're practical in our life here. You know, for food, we're realistic. So if you press the right gas, you can get there in a 30 minutes. Me now bet you 10 grand. Me say, you know what's more do pan 1,000. Me I eat that? Me look like food here.
It's time to walk the talk and take you through one of Helen G's budget breakdowns. Before we look at the breakdown, let's highlight the 4 key takeaways from our last episode. 1. Talk money first. 2. Prioritize your 3 must-haves at your wedding. 3. Shop smart. And 4. Track that
budget.
Money.
Track that money.
No, you know, say you never do your homework. You never do your homework. You never do your homework.
Track that money.
Track that money. HG, over to you with the breakdown.
Okay, so what we discussed last week, we're going to look, as Donald said, at the breakdown. We're going to look at some easy estimated figures for an elopement for different types of events, so that you'd have an idea. For example, for an elopement, you can look to spend anywhere between US 1,000 to US 2,500, depending on what it is that you want. Some persons, they will want to include a photographer, probably a one-tier cake, just have a little celebration afterwards, so it will affect the cost.
Okay, and I see we have here a mid-range resort kind of wedding. That's
Yeah.
for 30 people. Talk to me about that one.
So if you're doing a wedding on a resort, for example, and you're taking a package, they will give you some things free once you're staying with them. So the budget range for that is between US
4,500 to 6,500.
Yeah. But remember, even though you're staying on the resort, it's not that you're going to get the food for the wedding free, the drinks free, that you will have to pay for separate, even if you're at an all-inclusive.
Okay, so that would probably take it up to 10,000 US then.
Depending
Safe
on what
to
you
say.
want on that's it, depending on what you want to eat.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
It can be budget friendly, and it can go up depending on your bar options and your food options.
What about if we're doing for 30, if we're having a wedding for 30 people and
It's
it's not on a resort?
If it's not on a resort,
USD, in USD.
USD, you can start at US, I would say 2.8.
So US 2.8.
And you can go up as much as to US 12, depending on what you want to
So starting price is US 2.8.
Yeah.
Because we have some of those individuals out there that we're looking for the most affordable option.
Yeah. So you
Not
can
me,
keep it affordable.
Yeah, no, because no.
No, not you, Donald.
No.
That's what I'm saying. After the point, as I said in the last episode, I have to be
Yeah.
at your wedding on my eye.
No, I think you
Lace.
can say lash today because I
Lash?
see the lashes are looking lovely.
Thank
So you
you.
can say
Thank
lashes
you,
today.
lashes.
Yeah. But let's move on to the standard private venue. 50 to 60 people, and I see we have here 6,500 to 20,000 US.
Yeah. So that package and that type of wedding, I absolutely love it. You know why? You have the option to control a lot of the price points. With a resort, the price is set. You either take it or you leave it. When you do a wedding at a private venue, you can control the caterer. You choose a caterer that you want to book. You choose a bar. You choose a decor. You can upscale the decor, downscale the decor, depending on what you can afford. So it gives you the flexibility to really design and make the wedding your own. Yeah.
Interesting. And the next one is luxury celebration. Now you know, you know that one's speaking to
Oh my
me.
God, it is definitely
No.
speaking to you,
Actually,
Donald.
no. We'll have to create another category. I think I'll fall under super luxury celebration.
I honestly think that we're going to add that category for you. That is like within the US $50,000 range and up.
Yeah.
Because what you want, Donald, is super luxury.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's not about the size. For me, it's not the guest count that we're going to look
quality.
at. It's a quality. It's a quality. It's the experience. I'm fine with just 30 people being there, but I want the experience to be out of
Donald,
this world
I want
amazing.
to be on that guest list.
No, you
serious.
are.
I'm serious. I want to be on that guest
No, but
list.
you have to tell me, are you going to be a planner or are you going to be a guest?
No, I want to be a guest.
So forget the planning.
I want to come and enjoy myself.
Oh my God.
And sit down and enjoy that
It's the
super
first
luxury.
ever. No, it's the first ever here. You say, no, you put on your hat the day there. You're not be a planner. You're not going to do the job. You want to be a guest.
And sit down and enjoy that super luxury.
All right.
For a luxury wedding, you do have the options with that budget to play a little bit around with the centerpieces, making them probably a little bit more, as you say, real flowers. You do have the option also to have a really fantastic menu. Like for me, I want to do
So
a
we
full
talking
menu.
seafood? We could have a little bit of seafood here because the price range, we didn't mention that earlier, it's 25,000 to 45,000 US.
Seafood, shrimp, lobster, crab.
A little goat.
You can have a full buffet with like 8 to 10 menu items on it, so persons can really enjoy the day. You can have a live band for the cocktail hour. You can really shoot it up a little bit.
Well, you know what? After going through these with you, I will say I honestly thought they would be a bit more expensive. No, I'm being honest. Like 4,500 to 6,500. I see people out here spending more on parties.
Yeah.
a party that's not your own, you know, like just for a certain experience, a VIP experience. So
Yeah.
I really thought it was gonna be more expensive. So this isn't bad at all.
It's, to me, it's not bad. As I said on the last episode, pick 3 things that you really want to spend your money on, and then the other things you can do, you can compromise on it a little bit so that it falls within your budget.
All right. Now, I like this next
Oh,
part.
and we should tell them that we'll be showing the budget on screen as well, so that you can have
Yeah, man. So you can take a screenshot or have a clear idea of what it is we're discussing.
And the most important takeaway that I want you to remember is that the decor, your menu will determine your cost. So while these are price estimates, if you go with a orchid centerpiece and you want to spend mid-range, it might be a bit of a challenge. So I want to highlight that.
So we just looked at some cost estimates, but now we're going to take a look at an actual budget breakdown for a wedding. Helen G, you want to take it away?
Yes, I do. So for me, one of the most important line items on the budget, or one important line item if you decide to go that route, is having a wedding planner. That's a decision that you both will have to sit down and look at to see if you want to plan the wedding on your own or if you want to hire a professional to assist you.
I don't recommend. I promise you, get a professional. You don't want to take it on.
I always say to persons, a wedding planner actually pays for their own service, because the discounts that you can access that you would not normally access on your own is, trust me, it pays for the service itself. Yeah,
that's a great point.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
no, it is.
All right, so for a wedding planner, usually the percentages and the costs vary depending on the planner, but the standard is 10 to 25% depending on the experience of the planner, and that's the 10 to 25% of the total cost of the services being provided by the planner. The other line item is location costs. Now, you ever hear in real estate?
Oh, you know what? We should mention that this is for a wedding. Well, we did earlier in the introduction, but this is for a wedding for 60 people.
Yeah.
All right, so for 60 people, which earlier this would fall under the standard or private venue,
Yeah.
$6,500 to $20,000 range.
Good.
All right, so now we're back at the location
Location
cost, which is looking quite affordable. I tell you.
Yes, it is. The important thing for weddings and for real estate, location, location, location. Location is going to determine everything else you spend afterwards.
Yeah, and you know what too? Last week when you mentioned the benefits that come with some of these locations, I didn't really think about it, but whether we're gonna get maybe the chairs, whether we're gonna get the tables, what are we getting with the location?
Some locations will give you the chairs and the tables, so you can save on that, which is good. But some brides may want like a Chivalry chair or an old back chair. It depends on the style chair that you want. So location costs, guys, look at what is being included with that.
Okay.
But the location cost varies. This is for average size venues. Some venues, it may be a little bit more. There are some venues go up to as much as US $4,500. So yeah.
So it just depends.
It depends on the location you're booking. Yeah. But for this client, we're booking a location that is within a certain price point.
Yeah, that's max $160,000, which again is affordable. Remember, you know, this is rent for some people for the month. You know,
but
so then
this is your wedding.
No. That's what I'm saying. This is just rent for a month, so this is not bad at all for your wedding. This is really good at $160,000 for a location. That's really good.
Yeah. The next cost that we're going to look at, which is very important because you can't get married without it, is the minister and legalities.
I mean, you can.
And be legally married?
You just go about it your way, but you can't get up and decide that today me I'm married and nothing and stop it. Why not?
Okay.
I've never seen it, but
I hear you, Donald.
You know?
I hear you.
Dream it.
Not if you want it. I was going to say something, but I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
You sure? Say it.
No, I'm not say it.
All right.
All right. The next item we're going to look at bridal party flowers. Now, this can be less. This can be more. Again, it depends on the type of blooms. Do you want orchids? Do you want hydrangeas? Do you want real flowers or not? So this is a budget for our client. She's going with a mix of real and silk flowers. I know you you would be, yeah, yeah. But this is a client that is going to go with a mix of real and silk flowers, like the silk and real touch flowers here.
Mm-hmm.
So this is her budget, and this is for her bridal party of 3 bridesmaids with the maid of honor and herself, right?
Nice. So that's 5 in total, right? Because 3 bridesmaids, maid of honor, and the bride.
No, the 3 bridesmaids is included. We'll put the maid of honor with the 3 bridesmaids.
Oh, okay, so 4. So 4.
4.
Okay, for 45,000.
Not bad.
Not bad.
All right, so next we're going to look at hair and makeup. Again, this depends on the type of vendor that you use. And again, I think the next episode we're going to be looking at that, choosing the right vendors, right? So it's very important to look at the vendor that you're booking, especially for photography, hair and makeup. Look at the portfolio, look at the quality of the work, speak to the artist. Is this somebody that you mesh with, your chemistry works? That is important. That is important.
It is. My recommendation is that you use someone that you've used before in the past. So maybe you use them for an event, a party, whatever it is. You have worked with this MUA for some time. You have a relationship. They understand your face, understand the texture, understand your skin type, everything. Yeah.
For brides who may be coming over from overseas, they may not have the opportunity to do that, but it's very important to do a makeup trial first. Remember, this is a person that is going to be in the room with you for a couple hours, so it's very important that there is some chemistry between yourself and the artist.
Yeah. Now let's talk cost. How much are we looking at for the bride and the bridal party of 3?
So it depends on the makeup artist. For this bride, she's spending $85,000 for hair and makeup. It can be more. If it's out of tone, it's going to be more. If the MUA has to travel to you, it can add to the cost, but this is the average price. Okay,
and again, it all depends on what you're willing to pay for. Because if you, if your budget is maybe 60,000, then you find
the best makeup artist within that range.
Yeah, for the 60,000. All right. Now let's talk decor, and this might be my favorite part. Other than the dress and the outfits for the wedding, this might be my favorite part because it's very important to me, the decor.
Yes, so for wedding ceremony decor, we're spending $150,000, and for this client, what we're doing, Donald, I know.
So we spend 160 on location, and we're spending 150 on the decor.
Yeah, because for this client, we're booking a location that is naturally beautiful. So we're just adding some elements to add to the location.
All right.
And for clients that are on a budget, I always say book a location that has naturally beautiful elements so that you don't have to spend a lot on decor.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
So we're doing arch, chairs, pew ends, large arrangements, the standard setup for a wedding ceremony.
All right. And let's talk about, we have another item here for decor.
Cocktail hour decor. Yeah,
okay,
we are not going to forget the cocktails. For me, cocktail hour is important. Why I say it's important? This is a time that you're going to go away with your groom, the bridal party, your family, and do photos. This is a time that guests have time to refresh themselves a little bit, get a little refreshment, have some drinks, lime a little bit before the actual reception. And I really love the cocktail hour.
I do too, and we have it down for
$45,000. Meaning that we're doing some high tables for this client with some floral pieces and just light amount of lounge pieces.
Oh, wait. Okay, no, I know something was off because now we have wedding reception decor, and that's at $400,000. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this was wedding ceremony decor. Okay, wedding reception decor is for $400,000 and cocktail hour decor is for $45,000, which brings it to a total of $600,000. All right.
Not bad. I tend to like to spend more money on the reception decor. You know why? That's where you're spending most of your time. For the ceremony, you'll be there 30 minutes to an hour max. Cocktail hour, another hour or less. This is where you'll be sitting down for 3 to 4 hours. So we tend to spend a lot on the lighting, draping, centerpieces, tabletop, making sure that everything looks picture worthy, memorable, worthy, years to come. When you're looking back on your photos, it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Even for this era, we try to have photographers take photos of the decor before.
Yeah, very important. Wedding cake. Hello.
Can't forget the cake. If you're a cake lover, budget is
$55,000.
not bad for a two-tier cake. It's
not
actually
bad at
pretty
all.
reasonable.
For a two-tier wedding cake, that's not bad.
If you're going to go with an elaborate design though, guys, it's going to be more. It can go up as much to $95,000 for a two-tier cake, depending on the design.
Okay.
Okay.
And again, that's still not bad. And then for the DJ, we have $120,000.
And this is a pretty reasonable DJ, somebody that I've worked with for a while. You have DJs who will charge upwards of $2,500 US. So again, it is important for you to shop wisely. Okay, that is where a planner comes in. They can refer somebody to you that will work within your budget. And yeah.
That's all we're asking for. Someone that's willing to work with the budget, make it happen, and create all the magic that we need on that day.
That day.
Yeah, and you're the woman for the job. Yes, you are. And then we can't forget delivery costs. That's very important. And we sometimes tend to forget it. And sometimes you also have the security deposit.
Yeah. And also on
all the time. Yeah, no, you're gonna have a security deposit. A security deposit will have to be made. So let me not say sometimes.
Also on this list we have photos and video. Wedding photos and video. And usually that price range is $200,000 and up. For the combination, it depends on who you book. It can go up as much to US $6,500. It depends again on the vendor that you decide to work with. For me, as I said, the next time I'm getting married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We keep talking about the next time. I really hope for your sake, I hope it's right around the corner because hello, you are ready.
I am ready.
You are ready.
So guys, again, it's very, very, very important to do your research. Pick the vendor that will work with your price point. Pick the best vendor that you can find at your price point.
All right, so for delivery costs, we had it down at $45,000 and HG mentioned photography at $200,000. And up. Again, it's what you're willing to work with, right? The cost you're willing to work with, and that brings the total to around $2 million with the photography added and the delivery costs. We have not included security costs. Now it might change a little based on what you're renting, and when the final figures go up on the screen, then it might be slightly different from what was discussed here today. But again, it's important to do your research and choose the right vendors.
Yeah, and I need to point out, guys, the delivery cost, this is for around Kingston wedding. Round trip cost, we have deliveries for florals and furniture as well. If you're going out of town, this is going to be a lot more.
We did highlight that it's very important to choose the right vendors. And that takes us to our next episode, choosing the right vendors. And that's what we're here to help you do. Well, mostly Helen. I speak fashion. But
Donald, listen, you are so wise when you come on to things like that. So
you think so, girl?
Of course.
Okay, all right.
You have some tips too.
All right. So next week, join us as we discuss choosing the right vendors. Thank you so much for joining us this week. Remember to like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. Take care and bye.